Somebody emailed me a day ago about, if you had faith as much as a mustard seed, hence I wore this today, then you can move mountains. And, he had a real question about that. He says, I know that's Jesus speaking to Israel under the law, but he's saying it's got to be true to us. I said, yeah, it does. It goes over dispensations because it's a truth that exists. It's not just something like, okay, I'm going to speak to my disciples and I'm not speaking to anybody else about this. He's speaking a truth that exists. If you have faith as much as a mustard seed, you will be able to say to this mountain, be removed, and it will be removed. Okay? So, and I'm not going to deny that would apply to everybody. Okay? Well, what is the answer to that? Where was he coming from, and where? That's specifically in Mark. It's not. He sent me the thing in Mark, but where was he coming from? What was he doing when he said that? And I don't want to spend all day looking for it right now because we've got a class to go through. But let me see if I can find it very quickly. It was Mark, I think 10 is where he sent me this. And or authority, your faith has made you well. Anyway, with God all things are possible. Anyway, it's right here in Mark. It could be Mark 11. If you have anything, my house shall be for prayer. Okay, the temple and have faith in God. Assuredly I say to you, here it is. It's Mark 11. Surely I say to you, whoever says to this mountain, be removed and be cast into the sea, and does not doubt in his heart, but believes that those things he said will be done, he will have whatever he says. Therefore I say to you, whatever things you ask when you pray, believe that you receive them, and you will have them. Okay, so there's a couple things to consider. We'll say that that's a universal statement. It applies to everybody. If you believe, if you have faith in this, that it should happen. We just came from the temple, and it said there, this is preceding it. Now in the morning, as they passed by, they saw the fig tree, dried up from the roots. And Peter, remembering, said to him, Rabbi, look, the fig tree which you cursed is withered away. And that's when he said, have faith in God, and if you believe these things. So what is he doing? He's showing us that a very, very small amount of faith can actually do this. That fig tree really died. Okay? And so what does that tell you about you and me when we ask something and it doesn't happen?
It's not our will, it's his.
Well, we're talking about faith, not will. Everything, that's the first part of the equation. Everything has to be within the will of God. If Jesus did something, he is God, so this is a hypothetical, not an actual. But if Jesus did something that wasn't in the will of God, it wouldn't have happened. Okay? But that's, like I said, that's a hypothetical. But so it has to be in the will of God. But if it is in the will of God and it doesn't happen, what does that say?
It's not the time.
No, he just said it right here. If you have faith. It means that obviously you don't have enough faith to do it. Now, what does it say? This is where I took him to answer his question, and he got it right away. Hebrews chapter 11 says what? It says, now faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. For by it the elders obtained a good testimony. By faith, we understand that the worlds were framed by the word of God, so that the things which are seen were not made of things which are visible. By faith, we understand. Okay? We grasp that God was able to speak the universe into existence because he possesses all the faith in the universe. Okay? He was able to do this. Before he had done it, had he done it?
No.
No. Before he created, there was no creation. God knew that it would happen because he has all the faith in the universe. The point is that we don't have faith to do the things that we want to do. If I say to a mountain, go ahead and be moved, and it doesn't do it, the problem was in me. Jesus said it, and it is true. I'm not God. I don't have sufficient faith to move that mountain. Deep inside of me, I know that that mountain is not going to move. It's not realistic. The faith is lacking in Charlie Garrett. The point that Jesus was making is, look at how great God is, that he can do these things that you can't do. That's the point he was doing, because he just got done cursing the fig tree, and the fig tree died. And he said, listen, if you have faith, anything is possible. It shows you the tremendous nature of the grace of God to save us.